Slapping your gums with Vinny and Hessie. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. Here we are. We got we're just coming in hard into episode 11. Just got out of 10. That was a big I feel like a big move on us. Like finally made it to episode 10. Probably should have been a little bit before because we missed a couple weeks here and there. We'll get better at making consistent. But here we are, number 11. I'm Hessie. This is Vinny. And so we'll just get right into it. We're just, I don't know, dude. I love it. I love just doing it. But everybody knows I can just do a ton of talking.
Dude, I keep
everybody
making notes
commenting like, "Bro, all you do is
day
talk."
long.
I'm like, I'm
We
pretty sure
know.
that's what a podcast is. So, I mean, if we didn't talk, what would you do? It'd be this. And who wants to sit there and listen to that for, the
Crickets.
time being? So, hopefully everybody's liking it. I mean, they joke around with it. We get some feedback, some comments. So it's cool. Hopefully just keep sharing, telling people about it. We got some stickers coming out that we're pushing and stuff like that, doing our things there. The week's been good. Life is good. So here we go. We just keep moving through it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
why
get any
not?
better than
We
talking to my
do it
brother.
anyways. Now we just got to save it up more and do it on our podcast. But I think we kind of just do whatever. But anyway, so we kind of left off on the last episode there because I was in Mexico coming through. So then, did you want to talk about the Tijuana one now, or did you got some other stuff? So we kind of take notes, and so we're gonna try to look and see. We kind of get all over the place, but it does kind of help us. I feel like rein it back in.
Well, I think we left them with Tijuana. Let's start with Tijuana.
Tijuana's like very. I remember doing it, and I know it was in the kid touching. I mean, sorry, the iStreams van.
Wow.
It wasn't
It
Desert.
was
Did we go? Was
Desert
it Desert
Storm.
Storm went on that
Right,
one,
it
or
was
was it
Desert
Green Machine then?
We-
I think it was green. I'm pretty sure it was green on that.
It
one.
might have been painted green by then.
Yeah. What do you got? Yeah. Did you go with us? Yeah. Did you
What
go
do I
with us
got?
when we went to
Our
the
Tijuana?
KOA? When we went to that little KOA.
I went to Tijuana.
with the 3-wheel
Yeah, oh
bikes,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Remember the bikes?
I remember we looked for
the 3-wheel
Yeah,
bikes
and
that
we
we
looked
wanted
for
the dad
those.
to build.
everywhere, and we could never find them. So these 3-wheel bikes, dude, like they're not like tricycles.
Never saw
they're
'em
like,
again.
I mean, they kind of are. You sat in them, and you pedaled with your feet, but you would lean,
Yes.
right? I think you had handles, and you would lean left and right, and these things would turn. They would turn and bank.
You would lean. You would definitely lean.
But so yeah, I don't even know where the KOA was at. So KOA, for those that don't know, is like
It's
a
San Diego.
campground.
We went to San
Basically,
Diego.
you pull in, you can set up tents. They have little cabins. Yeah, it's like a camp.
Tents,
It's just a
motorhomes,
campsite,
trailers,
but
and then
yeah.
they had cabins that we could get. But the cabins didn't have any bathrooms or anything like that. It was just a log
Yeah,
cabin, had
just kept the
beds,
rain
bunk
off your
beds,
head.
whatever in it, and you had to go. Yeah, you had to go to the center where they had the bathrooms and the showers and
Public
stuff
shower.
like that.
Oh yeah.
So then we walked from
That
there
was sketch.
across the border to Tijuana. Back on. And then when we walked over there, you had to, I don't know. We didn't have passports as kids. I don't know how that worked out back in the day.
Yeah, that's a good call. Dude, I don't think you're not downloading. I know, but you have
It
zero
says
upload.
the timer's running.
Not to me.
Mine says 99%.
All right, we'll keep going. So, yeah, the passport thing, dude. That's funny you said it because I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I remember you had to go up over that
Yeah,
like
we
bridge
walked
thing.
across the border. We went over the bridge, and he had all the
Chiclets,
little
yeah,
kids
Mom
going,
would go.
Chiclets,
Mom would go.
Chiclets,
They're gonna rot your
chiclets." They're
teeth
selling
out, and those
chiclets.
kids would look at her like she had 3 eyes, bro. she'd be like, "What? Rot your teeth out."
It was just, yeah. And then you got down there, and there's a whole bunch of little shops. We didn't go into anything farther than that. We were just right there on the border with all those little shops where
Oh,
they sold
dude,
the
I remember
knockoff
mom.
purses
So
and
our mom
watches
was
and,
like,
and
she
all
would
that.
she would whittle people
She's the
down
best.
to where they would pay her to take their stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I learned a lot from. I've used a lot of mom's
A lot of
looking
her-
for the
her
best deals on a
techniques.
lot of things through like our kids' school shopping and stuff like that. So, but I remember going to. That was back when ponchos.
Oh yeah, I have
you know,
one.
those,
I had one. Yeah.
you know, the I had the poncho that was like blue and black and had the 8-ball or
Yeah.
something. That's the one I ended up getting was blue and black with the 8-ball on it. But you went to one and they were like, oh yeah, $50, and you're like, no. You go to the next one and they're like, yeah, 30, and you're like, no. You just keep moving on. And then I had one guy chase me down. I'm standing there to buy. I just got this lady down to, I don't even know what it was, $8, I think. She was like $8. And the guy comes down and goes, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I'm like, I already told her I could do it. And then they get mad because they're willing, to do all that. But I don't know if they're fighting with each other or they're just like, I was in high school,
Yeah.
so I wasn't 16 yet, I don't think. But I was getting close to it. So I walked out of there with a 8-ball poncho.
I think,
wore it
yeah.
to school all
What?
the time. Got made fun of it, too. I did. I got made fun for wearing my
Really,
Mexican
dude, and then
poncho to school like all the time. I mean, it was the 90s, so I mean, it was a fashion. But like here in Sevier County, some of the fashion, like the 90s grunge
it's a bit
stuff,
behind
it didn't hit
there.
till
I mean, there's still
2000.
you guys
It's
are
a little
still wearing
slow.
affliction
It's a little
shirts
behind.
and American Fighter or whatever that stuff is. Yeah, dude.
American Fighter. Mullets are back. We got
Yeah.
mullets are back in style.
Affliction shirts,
yeah.
American Fighter.
But yeah,
I had one. It was
yeah,
like
it
the
was-
tan with the yellow and red like stripes, horizontal stripes. And I
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
and I remember seeing.
You went authentic.
Where did I see? I saw it in a movie. And I wish I could tell you what movie that was where he was wearing it. No.
From
no.
Dusk Till Dawn?
It was not in like it wasn't like a Mexican movie. It was like, dude, somebody was wearing it. Like Ryan Reynolds or somebody in one of the movies was wearing that same exact one. No, it's not. I'm not saying that's
He's
who
never
it was.
worn
It was
anything
somebody
like
of
that.
that look. I don't know. Yeah, you would know.
As Braxton
every
knows, I got a crush
wardrobe.
on him, and I know he's
Yeah,
never
I
worn.
know.
He's
But yeah,
never
so
worn
that's the
that.
thing too. Like I have no idea how we got there. Well, we can go there without one, but how you got back was, I know, but it was amazing that we didn't.
We just
have,
walked back.
Yeah,
It was weird.
dude. That was some sketch stuff too. But like nobody, you didn't really worry. I just remember being tons of people rolling up and over through that stuff.
I never felt.
No,
felt
it was just crazy busy.
like
Like
worried.
there was just a lot
what I
going
mean?
on.
It was crazy busy. It was.
There was. You just
There
had
was
to go
none of
in
those donkey
further.
shows or any of that stuff that. Well,
No,
yeah.
There was no.
but I mean,
You weren't
like,
gonna
I
get
didn't
sex
feel any,
trafficked.
I didn't feel like there was any. Right.
Not like
Never
people
felt
running
that.
around with
Nothing was ever
AR-15s
said.
and stuff.
But that was back in what,
Yeah, 'cause
90,
I hadn't
around
graduated
92,
yet.
93. So, well, like I said, I
Yeah.
didn't graduate till 96, so
Well, speaking
I
of
hadn't started driving. So
Tijuana,
yeah,
speaking
it
of
was
traveling,
Tijuana.
so we had we had some feedback and stuff that, dude, there's people that think we wouldn't win the Amazing Race. No, I can't mention names.
Who says we
here.
wouldn't win
I
Amazing
like
Race?
to throw people out under the bus. Braxton, dude, he says there's no way that we're
Oh,
winning
come
the
on.
Amazing Race, and I was like, what? No, I did. I said
We never
we'd
said
win.
we'd win. Did we
No,
ever
if we're
say
gonna
we'd
do
win?
it, we're doing it to
Oh.
win, for sure. We would win. He's like, you guys talk too
Well, I
much.
agree.
And by the time you forgot it, you'd be talking. By the time you figured it out, half the teams had already be done. I'm on now. I'm like, well, we don't got to be the first team every time.
Oh, my gosh.
He goes, now if it was you, and he said if it was me and Tasha, he goes, like,
Just
they were like
first
you
team
and
last
Tasha,
time.
dude. I go, no. I go, we would just sit there and just fight.
No.
We'd bunt heads because we'd always be like, no, I'm going to do it this way. No, I'm going to do it this way. But yeah, he doesn't think. I'm like, dude, you watch. I go, Vinny gets us signed up. He goes, he said he's in full support. Like he'll be backing and cheering us on all the way. But yeah, he was talking smack about the Amazing Race. Didn't think we'd be able to do it. So Braxton, let's show you.
I think because like I told my wife that there's no way I could ever do it with her. We went out on a drive last summer, and she knew where we were going. You know, she had this whole spot figured out. I'd never been on this road before, and it was up in the mountains. And so I was I was driving, and she's like, well, you just got to get to this intersection, and you got to turn left at the dead cow. And I'm like, the dead cow? Like, is there a sign? She's like, no, there's a dead cow. I'm like, well, there was a dead cow 5 years ago when you went on the road, but that cow's not going to be there now.
Oh, God.
So that was her directions, was turn left at the dead cow. And I'm just like,
especially
yeah,
if
we're
it's
never
like foreign languages and numbers. And, dude.
Race.
I mean, it'd be hard. There's no doubt it's rough. Like when you watch them. I mean, I'm sure they study up on the culture, you know, where they're going. But still, dude, it's like, because you look up at some of them signs, you're got to try to figure them out because it's not in English, dude. Arabic.
Oh yeah,
it's Arabic.
higher. What are they called?
It's not petroglyphs. They're not.
Petroglyphs.
They're not.
Looks like
up in not
it looks like it.
Creek Canyon, looking at petroglyphs on the rock. But it's like written in like Hebrew or Arabic, wherever they're at, depending. Right. You know, if they're in Japan, it's going to be written in Japanese. You know what I mean?
German.
But yeah.
Right.
So
yeah.
I told him we would once we get on there, we'll show him what it's about. For sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'd definitely show them what's about. We'd show them how much of a bitch I am, and just do whatever you tell me. So we're good.
I would try not to be that way, but I'm pretty sure it would end up that way. Dude, you gotta have somebody. You gotta, you gotta have somebody that's leading, takes charge.
Take charge.
It would be good though. And then
no. Well,
so we had some dude. Okay. This is off that subject, but it is one that I put in. Yeah, unless you got something to
Amazing
notes,
Race is gone.
What do you got? Because I do. We can go in the next. I don't want any dead time here.
No. No dead time. We talked about our kids, our kid experience of going to Tijuana, right? So I did have another experience when we were kids that I put down. Dad came up with the special person for Christmas, because like when you have, there's 3 of us.
And you're broke.
So instead of just buying everybody X amount of spent, and you're broke, so they divided out, you're dividing out your Christmas. Well, they wanted to make it special, but they only made it special for one person every year. So he came up with a computer program to randomly pick somebody in the family. I don't know if he took himself out of the equation or left himself in there, but I know Mom was in it. And it would randomly pick one person.
Wait, Mom was in on the special person
thing?
They would
go and spend that $100.
Oh, I don't remember.
I
remember being so this is
well, if
this
there's
is great too, yeah. Because I remember it was like I remember as a special. If you weren't the special person, it was like sit down, shut up, and watch the special person open their present and get something.
Watch the special person open their gift.
Yeah, you're a loser this Christmas.
Right.
You sit and watch.
I want. I think I was the first one. I just turned 16. I had a car with an AM radio, and I got special person. Oh boy!
Oh yeah!
I opened up my CD boombox. That thing was $99 at Kmart, and it was the CD boombox, and I had to put batteries in it, and I could run the stereo and CDs and put it in the back seat. So I had either FM radio or a CD, just sitting on the back seat, skipping like crazy every time you went over a bump.
In the old green machine. Was that the old government rip? Yeah.
In the old green machine.
I think I got a hand job in that
was the old
time.
government car, yeah. Wow.
Oh man, shout out, Kim.
I won't talk about my experiences in that car.
We do those kind of shout outs or no?
Dude.
Oh man, it was love. Yeah, there was.
Yeah. And there's going to be like 5 Kims in Superior
Dude.
County going, don't be
There was
talking
love
about
all over the front of your
That's
seat.
it. Shit. That's it.
Oh, so much love on the front of your seat. Oh, it was pleather.
It was vinyl. It cleaned
Brown
up.
hot
pretty good.
pleather. Dude, it was too.
Nope, vinyl.
I don't know
Oh,
what it
fucking
was.
vinyl. Plastic. But yeah, I know we were talking about special person the other day, and I was just like, dude, it just popped into my head. I was like, that was an experience for me. I was just like, wow. I mean, I get it. It's a good budget
Well,
tool.
it carried
Definitely.
over because you guys still do
Especially
it with the families, right? Like you guys pick, like you buy for.
I don't think we've done
Well,
it.
don't you? Because it's like you then
Not
go
in a
and, like
while.
you and Kevin, you guys buy for the kids or whatever for each of them. Didn't you last year or something?
We did that like
So I
one
thought-
time
because I was
a
like,
few
well,
years
maybe
ago.
then you just guys traded out that way, just in a different version.
I thought I think it was just picking names so that one kid gave something to another kid, so that everybody just gave something to it. It wasn't a special thing. It was just one kid
Oh.
gave something like a different name.
Well, it was special family
all- it was
because
just picking
mine was
names.
the special family that got left out. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
So see, it still worked. It
I
just
do.
is
I remember
opposite.
that.
No, it's the same. Actually, it was the same
It's just the
because we just sit and watch you.
What'd
know
you
that
get
you
for
guys are
special
opening
person?
presents and we're not. So it's the same concept. Because when we'd have to sit there, I just remember Mom and them be like, okay, this is the special present. This is the special person. Like, let's watch them. I'm just like, what? Dude, when we'd have to sit there as a family, Aaron would come out with his green hair, just madder than hell that he was still living at home and didn't want to be around any of us. Dude, I remember you were just miserable. Oh, gosh. I was just, it's like that phase where you go from like, you used to get up early and do Christmas, and then you got to the point where you're like, whatever. Like, we'll just get up and do Christmas when we get up.
The first year that happened, when I didn't get up, we got those Nerf bow and arrows. And you and Kevin.
Didn't we
came
all? We
in
got
and
all
just
different
started
ones. Wasn't
blasting
mine
me
like the
while I was
ball?
in
Mine shot the
bed.
Nerf balls. His shot the arrows. Did you?
I had an arrow, so I don't know. We set
No,
up pillows at
probably
the end of the
was.
hallway,
They
and we
probably
tried
all,
to have
yeah, it probably
battles
was
across-
all
down the
launching those
hallway.
arrows then.
But yeah, I remember you coming in and being like, "All right,
Yeah,
teenager, let's go." Like it was.
you were in
yeah,
that
it was-
rebellion stage.
Yeah, it was rough.
I
time.
think did your head look like a tennis ball?
I don't know about
That time, the only
looked like
I
a
remember
lot
the
of
tennis
different
ball.
things.
That was super green. Yeah,
well, I had
but
green
that was the
and red,
thing, dude.
and then that one time I pulled it through a. Cap,
That was
I
the big
colored it
thing. Because then
a
you
whole bunch of
moved or
different
something
colors,
and
like
went
each
up
strand
north.
that came out of the cap.
Didn't you lived up north or something,
Pierced my
right?
tongue. Yeah, it was great.
Because I went and visited you at some
Yeah,
point.
I
I went
did
to a
live
house
Salt Lake
party
for a
or
minute,
something
yeah.
with you one time.
No, we didn't go
Oh,
to a
yeah,
house
no, I
party.
didn't
This
do
is.
that.
Shh.
It was too, dude. Yeah, I
Okay, good.
remember. Dude, I was like, "This is
It
what
was a
this is what it was like." It was smoking pot and partying.
It was the University of
Dude.
Utah. University
yeah.
of Utah kids that we were hanging out
That was
with
just
in
it
their
was
house.
rad. Yeah, it was super fun.
That was a great
It
time.
was a good time. I remember you had like a Grateful Dead sticker on the back of that
was
green
great.
machine. The green.
I had Grateful Dead sticker on the
Yeah,
car.
dude, that was
I had
awesome.
tie-dye shirts. Yeah.
That stuff
yeah.
came back, bro. The ponchos and the tie dyes, the thing. Yeah, now I can't just
I
see
know.
it like
And I
none
can't
of
wear
them dudes
it.
at
There's just
that.
no way.
None of them Georgia Tech kids wearing the little short khakis and the Hey Dudes. They don't even compare. Everybody's wearing them. Like I don't want to see everybody wearing Hey Dudes. There's freaking 12 dudes all had Hey Dudes. 12 dudes wearing Hey Dudes. You just got to get the
I
short
have Hey
khakis,
Dudes.
and the button-up shirt. You wouldn't have fit in, dude. They all had hair. A lot of it. Gorgeous hair.
So what?
I don't know if
They
what
have
they
it
look
now,
like.
they
probably
won't
gonna
have it
keep
later.
for a while. Who knows? Who knows? Well, speaking of hair, what
That's
about
good.
okay, this is a thing that I was going to talk about. We're just going to go off the next thing. The hair trimming. Do you have one that you trim your bush with? Wait. I probably went way on the wrong. I didn't even think that one through.
No.
It's, my apologies. My apologies for that. We're going to go into this thinking that anyways. Well, then you can have an outside perspective of it. So the trimming of your pubes. So would you trim your pubes and then also trim your face with the same one? Would you trim your face and then trim your pubes and then put it away? But you would put it away.
No, because then you're going back to your
and
face.
let it like disinfect, let the crabs jump off or whatever. Who knows?
No. No, because I was thinking I have something similar.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
go.
have something similar.
I'm gonna go into.
No,
this
you
thing
keep going. I'll
because-
tell you mine when I'm done.
Okay, so not thinking about like trimming your pubes to your, dude.
Is this a conversation
no,
Braxton had?
no,
or?
but it was with another listener. I'm not gonna mention names. Okay, so here's the thing. You roll in. No.
Sweeney.
So you roll into
sorry.
this. So this got brought up and we started talking about it because I guess like legitimately.
You were talking about shaving your pubes?
Dude, I don't know how it comes up. It's one of those miraculous things, dude. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you. It's the seventh wonder of the world.
Oh
Who
my
knows?
gosh.
Just stuff comes up, and so like when I get it in my mind, then I just hurry up and like jot it down. All I think of now is like, oh man, I should just
Put
get
it
that up
in
on the
notes.
podcast.
I
So,
know.
anyways, so everybody listening, because there are probably some people that do manscape or femalescape. I guess I don't know what they call it.
There you go.
Ladyscape, manscaping,
Ladyscape?
ladyscaping. I know girls like wax
Sounds
it,
good.
like
Yeah.
go like for me, go get it laser removed, and you ain't got to shave it or nothing like that. They do have that laser removal. I guess if you keep
Did you say
drinking
laser removal like
if you keep drinking bottled water, eventually you won't got to get your taint lasered because it's
It's just-
non-existent. You're getting your
No.
butthole lasered. But so trimming, manscaping, ladyscaping, whichever you want to call it, like you're going up and down. But I don't. Is that gross? Is there something wrong with that? I guess I would say. Like, what's your take? What's your take on that? Like trimming
With
your
what?
bush, even though you don't, and then shaving your face. It's your hair, but it's your hair. What's wrong with it?
Yes. It doesn't matter.
You think it's
No.
not as clean
No.
or what?
There's
You
different.
eat like you have weird foods and
No.
stuff touching your face all the time. At least your junk just sitting there covered
That's
up.
fine. No. Yeah. Remember
Okay,
we talked
so
about
then-
swass and we talked about
So,
swalls. Like we don't
does
Th-
anybody
this-
else? Does anybody else use your
after the
shavers?
shower. Still no.
You just solely have your own. So
No.
like, people have their own, right? Like the girl has hers, you would have yours. So if they're taking care of their business downstairs, you're not then using it.
Are you talking about electric razor? I have a
No, I'm
razor
talking about
in the
a
shower,
trimmer,
and I shave
not
my
a
head
shaver,
and I shave
not a
my
razor.
face. I have a trimmer.
Nobody else uses it.
I have a trimmer. It's
And we
mine.
know you don't use it on your bush because Benny's 70s style. I mean, that's fine. There's all kinds. Everybody likes different kinds.
Yes.
Okay, so
It was put there for a
there's
reason,
not.
and I
There's
leave
no
it there.
reason. It's
I
to
don't know
keep
what the reason
crabs.
is, but we
So
have
if
it for a
you're
reason.
if you're not
We're
getting
gonna
crabs, then don't. You get rid of
keep
it.
you warm.
If you think you're gonna get crabs, keep it.
No.
If you're not, get rid of it. Okay, so then this conversation
Nope.
where it got going is now these dudes used to run a train
Okay.
on a buzzer, on a trimmer. The same one that they would use on their heads.
Okay.
So they're in
that-
high school, and they'd come over and be like, dude, let's give you a haircut. And they would just dick each other's haircuts up. Like, some of them they would shave, like, dude, the one looked like he was a cancer patient because they messed his head up. Yeah, dude, like, looked like he
trying
had
to do, like,
leprosy or something or whatever it was. Like,
trying to do the Z or
so,
the,
but then they would be like,
the lightning
and then they would
bolt.
just go in the bathroom and hit the pubes. Oh, yeah, they would all use the same
each one of
shaver.
them. No, that's how
He
crabs
said-
get spread.
He
That's
goes-
exactly how
He
you're
goes, oh, we just
spreading
used the
crabs.
same one. I go, time out. Let's pump the brakes. I'm like,
Oh,
wait.
dude,
And I was like, oh, you
no.
just use the same shaver like as you use on your head. He's like, no, we just all used the same shaver. And I didn't quite know how to grasp.
Jock
I didn't know what
itch,
was
you're getting
happening.
all kinds of stuff.
Like,
You're getting everything.
I was like, I wasn't sure that I was understanding him right, so I like elaborated like, okay, so you friends would come over, because I remember when we were at mom's, because mom always gave us the haircuts. Like we couldn't afford getting haircuts, so mom would give us haircuts, which were horrible at
Right.
first. Mom, they were, but you got better, which was good. Because there was sometimes mom would get down, I'd be like, I'm pretty sure it's not how it's supposed to look, but we'll go with it. Dude, but she did. My mom can cut some hair now. She's had years of practice. So that's how I was thinking.
Okay, so
Because
back to the guys.
Josh used
Back
to
to
come
the
over
guys.
or
What
whatever,
were
and
they-
I'd trim up his hair, like his head hair, give him a haircut, like we would do our thing. That's how we did it.
Yeah.
I didn't ever like just go grab and go in there and just hit the bush and then go and hand it to him, like just a handoff, dude. And they're just in there just buzzing pubes.
I don't.
But you
No,
still don't
I
now,
never
so there
buzzed
would be
pubes
no
in high
reason
school.
for why you would have done it in high school. I was just wondering about it because I'm thinking, dude, like going from your head, going from your
And-
head to your balls,
but if you-
like it's yours, like it's trimmed up, whatever. But like then you just go hit yours and then pass it on to the guy. I wonder if they I forgot to even ask if they like brush the
No.
hair out of it. Lice, dude.
Well,
you don't
or
have
the lice,
dude,
or
is that
anything
a
like
thing?
that.
Is
like,
there
you know,
pube
just-
lice?
It's on your head. No, but if you're taking it could be if you're
I
taking it
don't
from
know.
one
I might
guy's
have
head
to-
and putting
I
it
might
down
have
there.
to-
But if you're shaving it off,
I'm gonna have to get a
There's nothing
mixer,
for
and
them
we're
to
gonna have
hang
to have
on
an
to.
interview.
this is very insanitary, and I'm uncomfortable. Oh gosh.
Oh, dude, just
Man.
think about that for a second. Just let that.
Well, because now you talking about it, that's what made me think of the lice situation. If you're
Yeah.
just, even if you just use it for somebody's head, like me, then you, and brother Kevin, and then
Yeah.
like I don't know if you're cutting
I
somebody else's
don't
hair.
know that. I don't.
Like you said,
How
you
many
were
people
cutting
do you know had
Josh's hair.
lice?
It's like, well, I've known that. Like when I was in elementary school in California,
Hmm.
it went through the school one year.
Yeah, I don't. I think.
I don't know
think
if
we got
Utah
chicken
gets it that
lice
much
one
'cause of
time
the
or something.
weather,
Wasn't
but
that
I know in
Grandpa's?
California, it went through
We were messing with the chicken back there, and Mom shaved our heads
something.
and then left us out in the sun to cook. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why we're all
Yeah.
bald. Thanks a lot, Mom. Mom cooked our hair off. So my mom, we went out. We were. I'm not gonna say. I'd say tormenting the chickens but to be politically, we were just out messing around with the chickens, and we used to always get yelled at for. We'd be in the chicken coop tormenting the chickens, and I remember we came down. And like, Mom was looking through our hair because we had them chicken lice. They're not like normal lice. Is that right? Or were they the same? Do you remember this?
I don't know.
They were chicken
remember
lice, and we had to
getting
get our
lice.
head shaved.
When I was in like third grade.
And so the
but I
horses
don't-
the horses that
Yeah.
were across from us. We were getting bit by horses, and we kept telling Mom. We kept fidgeting around, and my mom was already mad. And so she'd be like, our mom was like, knock it off. And we're like, Mom, the flies are biting us. And she didn't believe us that the flies bit. And so, yeah, so she would yell at us, slapping us
horseflies, yeah.
around, and then stood there and shaved all of our heads out back at Grandpa's house, dude, like a bunch of skinheads. And so here's 3 little kids with shaved heads. And then they just send us outside to keep playing and didn't think at all to put sunscreen on and just fried our little beans. And now we're bald. So basically, thanks a lot,
Now all
Mom,
3
for
of us are
making us
bald.
bald. I don't know if that's entirely scientifically true, but
Yeah. And we,
Google it. I don't know.
but I would like someday to do an open mic for comedy. And with my job, I don't have time. They don't have anything like that here locally. So like, I'd have to go to Salt Lake.
So
on
can
a
you? Are you
Tuesday
going to put
night
that
when I
bit
gotta
on
work
there
the next day,
about
so.
sharing pubes? Pube
No,
shaving?
no. So this is the bit. It's similar. This is the bit that I've talked about. Like I would ask, do you remember when you used to have the bar of
Well,
soap?
Oh wait, am I going along with you right now?
You remember
Yeah,
when you used
Irish
to use
Spring.
bars of soap instead of body wash?
Yeah, Mom used.
No,
That's the one.
Irish
Spring was my
or,
favorite. and Mom
the
used to
Dove.
make me. Mom used
Well,
to make
Irish
me. When
Irish
I
Spring was
cussed, she'd make
cheap.
me scrape my teeth across it.
Right, but
Yeah.
bars of soap was really popular. I mean, until they came out with all these body washes and stuff. But have you ever thought, like, when people had bars of soap, you didn't use washcloth.
No,
You just took the
that's
bar
not
of soap
true.
and you washed your body with it. You know,
Yeah, I
Have
just
you
put.
ever-
I
you've
just
always
rubbed
used the
the bar of
washcloth?
soap on
Always?
the washcloth. I think so.
every time.
No, I can't say that because even now,
Oh,
I'll
well.
take that back. You're probably right. Because I'll be in a hotel, and I'll be like, I'm in the shower already, and I'm like, dude, I ain't gonna
Right.
go and try to
You just
find a
take the bar of
washcloth,
soap, you just-
fold it up over on the other side. Why they put it on the other side of the room? So I just grab the soap because it's got the knobby ends on
Right.
the one end. But I do. So then this is
Right.
then I go in an order.
That's-
Am I messing up the joke? Or should I wait till after? All right, let's go into
Well,
this.
Okay, so
Let's
it
go
doesn't
into
really
this.
apply to you,
Start
but
your
it
joke.
will apply to a lot of people.
Start your
Well,
skit.
it's not really a
or whatever
joke.
they
It's more
call
of a
it.
story. It's more of a thing. So
A bit.
if
That's
you-
what I meant.
it's a
Skit.
bit. They call it a bit. So for all of you that used to use or are still using a bar of soap, a lot of guys, like you said, are in the manscaping and stuff, so they use a lot of
No.
feminine
Yeah.
soaps,
Okay.
soft soaps.
No, I gotta go.
whatever.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you
we're
don't,
doing
I
the
don't.
Bit.
I use Old Spice.
We're doing the skit.
Jeez. Well, I know you can't not hear yourself
Well,
talk, so it's okay. But
Whatever gets
we
the
got-
show rolling. Because if we just sat here and listened to this, are we gonna do it or not?
so you have a bar of
We
soap.
want to take cheap shots.
Well, if I
Let's
could
get
finish
it.
it,
rolling.
you got the bar. What's the last thing? What's the last thing that you wash
My
when
nuts.
you're in the shower? Okay.
My
What's the
face.
first thing you wash? Okay. So if you got a bar of soap
Yeah.
and your last thing you wash is your nuts, you take that same bar of soap. The next time you shower,
That's
you're
true.
washing your face with
They're
your
mine
nuts.
now.
Like, dude, come on. It's the same thing. Well, okay. But if you're sharing in the bathroom and if you guys are both using the Dove bars of soap, you're washing your butt and nuts, and your wife's
The two
washing her
been
face.
right next to each other, anyways. So. Well, that's true. It's a good. I mean, it's a good skit. That's true.
So when you said
but
that,
it's like,
I mean,
but it's also things. So what do you use? A loofah or a washcloth? Yeah. So what do you wash with
I
your
use one of
loofah?
those loofah things. But I use body wash.
What do you use
But
with
when
your
I
loofah?
used the bar of soap, no.
What do you use with
that
your
thing
loofah?
was in the crack. It was everywhere.
What do you wash with your loofah? Where you have your
Everything
own
but
butt
my
washing
butt.
one? So that's probably a problem. That's what
No.
we've talked about before. When you have to do the dab and go, that might be because of that. So, but you still you still wash. You still wash.
I still
Right, but you
wash
still
my butt.
wash
I just don't
everything.
use the same loofah.
What do you wash your face with?
But I'm not using that same loofah on
So
my
you have a-
face. I'm using
So
a
you have
loofah
3
on my
loofahs
face.
in your
I'm
bathroom.
using it on my body.
Okay, so you use a loofah on your
No,
face
you have 2.
and your nuts.
And your body.
Oh, so you do a loofah.
that's a
So you
separate
go
loofah.
nut to butt or butt to nut? Doesn't really matter because it's the
No.
same one, so it's all over the
Nut to
place.
butt, probably.
So the thing is, you can germ out and gross out all you want on it. So I think, but that's where it comes in the same. The shaver, I feel like, is your own. Like I use mine, right? And I clean it. I mean, you can even after a little while, the heads come off of them now, and you can put them in like rubbing alcohol or whatever.
No, I get
right?
it.
But for them dudes talking about running a train on trimmers, and I'm talking the same
That's
time.
much.
You didn't even have
That's-
time for the
I
crabs
get-
to
that's-
clear.
That, dude, yeah, I get it. That takes
That's the whole thing.
That jumps.
And then you
That's a
start
big
thinking
jump
like,
from
what
your
aren't they
own
telling
trimmer.
you? You know, like what aren't? No, they're all in the
What
same
else
room.
are they doing? That
Now
they
one's
didn't tell
holding
you?
it up for you to get underneath. You know, and there was probably some of that. And they just
Oh,
didn't say
man.
any because then I'm almost like, dude,
Oh,
and if
man.
you're doing that, you're sharing some others. But that's a good one. I like that little bit to go.
I mean, it does need a little work, and hopefully everybody in the audience doesn't
Well, 'cause
start
I
just
think
piping
I
off
think
and
the problem. I think
trying
for
to break
mine,
it down. Like,
mine
I'm
was
trying
just
not.
because we
It's
always
kind of just
fire
more
back
general.
and forth,
It's just general.
and maybe
It's
don't
general.
pause. Like you would just be like, "Yeah, what do you watch?" This question, move the next, because that seems like in comedies that I've seen, they just go to the like they move so that people aren't, so people don't be like, "Oh,
They
hey,
would.
brr."
It would be a little quicker.
Some a-hole in the back drinking a $40 drink of double shot of Tito's. It starts piping off.
Tito's.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, that's my bad. I shouldn't have been
Yeah.
interrupting you. I didn't
No,
know
I
you'd
get
get
it,
all
yeah.
mad at me.
No, it was fine. I mean, no, it's not mad. It's good. It's one of those things where it's just on a bit, it's kind of like you got to take
For sure.
something
Yeah, you can't
and
just
then
stand
make
up
a
there and do
story
like
out of it. So
one-liners or tell jokes. It has to be on the verge. It has to be on the
one-liners,
verge.
I mean, there's
of,
guys that do it.
There's no way that really happened, but maybe it did. Yeah.
Maybe did. I like stories. I like to kind of do a story, and you can do different stories. They don't all have to run together. Like, it doesn't have to
Yeah.
be one story that leads into another. There are guys that do like several different stories, and then the last one they do
Yeah.
ties everything back into their first one. I mean, obviously, I'm just a UPS driver, so it would be a lot of
be able to move
practice to
back
get
in.
to.
I mean,
be
you could
that
do
good,
it. It's just
but
like mine.
There's
No,
just stuff
I mean,
that I've written
maybe.
down that I've.
Are my balls really lasered or aren't they? Who knows? Was I, when we started talking about it, I mean, did I really do it or have I not? Never know.
You don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know, really.
We haven't
I mean,
got
that's
there
fine.
yet. Remember
If
I
you
said
do,
like
that's-
when we
that's-
start not
that's up-
getting enough
that's-
followers, soon we got to start.
Fine.
I've done that in high school.
Nair.
Not on my balls, but I nared my legs. Yeah,
On your legs.
that's borderline though. I don't even know if they make
Yeah.
that anymore.
Yeah.
You got to be. They do.
Of course
yeah.
they
You
do.
got to be. It's like
Yeah.
you got to be ready. It's close. You're either easily getting all the hair and it just wipes right off, or you are chemically burning your skin off your body. It's like there's right there.
For
It's
the
like
time limit you
cooking
leave it
chicken.
on there, you mean? Yeah.
You can pull it off a little too soon and it's going to be a little undercooked, or you're going to leave it on too long and it's
Little
dry.
pink.
Same
Yeah.
thing. But I just did that because
Yeah.
remember in football they were like, we ain't buying no more pre-tape. So you can either, you can either shave
Yeah,
your
the little
legs,
foamy
or
stuff you put under
after
the
a couple
tape.
tape
Yeah.
jobs, you ain't going to have to worry about it.
I've got people at
That's
work
because
that
you
think I
don't have
shave
any
my legs in
hair
the summer.
at the exact same ankle taping spot. But that's because your socks, right?
I know. I wear long socks all winter long.
Yeah, you have
Like
calf,
they go halfway up my
mid
they're up.
socks or whatever, calf socks.
calf socks. But I still have hair there.
It's probably
my
because the
ankle.
boots they make you wear. Because they make you wear.
I want to say
But you have to
and
wear boots. No, they.
I wear low top shoes. And I wear like almost no show.
That's what wears it off.
I wear boots in the winter.
Mm-hmm. So like
The
when
boots wear it off,
no, because when I wear my jeans,
not the socks.
right?
Well, I'm wearing those Danners, and those Danners are taller
I
than
don't
the,
know.
the
That is
hairline.
weird, dude. I don't know. I'll have to look, Nick. I have noticed that before.
When I was a freshman in high school,
Yeah.
and they taped my feet for
Yeah.
football with none of the pre-tape, ripped it all the hair
They
off.
probably did.
I don't
It
feel
probably
like
never
I've had
grew
hair
back,
in there
dude.
since. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
Dude, you could have
It's
easily
smooth,
pulled all
dude.
the
It's like-
follicles out, and
there's
it will
some
never
people
grow
that are like-
back. You know what I mean? That's why people, after they get so many wax jobs, like
Yeah, I
between their
guess.
eyebrows and stuff, right? It's not supposed to grow back because you pull the.
Are you talking
I was
about
just
my
saying you could
unibrow?
get it
Why you
waxed
gotta
a
be
couple
bringing my
times and
unibrow
it'd be
up in
done.
this?
Fuck, man. No. So. Oh, there it is, everyone. If you're on, so he's showing it on. You've had it done,
Not really.
so you have to pluck
I think
it
I
or
shaved
wax
it a couple days.
Shaving
I
will
shaved
just
it.
make it come back.
No.
He's showing it on. If you're
I
just
know.
listening, he's all right
I'm
up
too
in
lazy
the
for
camera
that.
showing it on YouTube. Well, because like I'll wear pants in the winter, and it wears I have like the side of my calves and stuff. There's no hair on there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so
I
it's
don't
just
have
from
any hair
the
there either.
pants,
Yeah, I
wearing
get that.
pants.
But then when I go summertime, I'm wearing shorts. My shoes
I think
are
your
short, my
ankles,
socks
dude,
are
you're probably
short.
on something. It
Like,
probably
it
did
never grows
legitimately
back.
pull the hair follicles out. Especially being at that, like right there in that
I don't know. But
age, like where your hair is and your body's going through all that stuff, and also
13, 14
you just
years
yank all the hairs out of there. She gone.
Yeah, there's never even.
They should have done
fuzz.
that to your pubes.
There's no stubble. There's nothing. Wow.
Oh, dude. All right. Well, speaking of pubes, let's go into family pictures. So,
Jeez.
wait, family pictures? Yeah.
Family
So-
pictures. Let's do it.
So,
What?
because we were
Family
talking,
pictures.
so I put down notes talking to somebody about it. So it's like, do you remember family pictures growing up? How you have to do all these family pictures. I mean, you still do it now. It seems like as we get older.
Are we talking family
Yeah,
pictures
I'm
that
just
are
saying,
like
like-
set up, timed, and everything, or is it
I don't know
impromptu?
what is that?
The
Is that like-
impromptu ones.
Just odd, like everybody's like, oh, hey, let's get together.
Impromptu, like you remember that year we went to Grandma and Grandpa's? Like we drove from Utah, went to Grandma and Grandpa's. We were all standing in front of their house, and I'm wearing nothing but purple, purple shirt, purple pants. Got my brand new, Payless
I do
shoes on for
familiar-
school, my
I
school
do.
shoes. And you're wearing orange.
Dude.
You're
Did I
wearing
have my
yellow.
pants
I think
folded
yours
up
was
and
like
rolled
lime
up?
yellow.
Oh, did I have
No,
a hat
you were
on?
wearing those checkered
Dude,
checkered shorts.
Yeah.
Yo,
I look
yeah,
like
yeah.
Will Smith off
You
Fresh
had-
Prince. Fresh Prince, dude.
Oh, please. You look like Jeff
Dude,
Foxworthy.
That was the Will. That was Will Smith.
Your
Fresh
mullet?
Prince,
You had
bro.
freaking. You were wearing the Fresh Prince clothes
have a
with the
mullet,
Jeff
man?
Foxworthy mullet.
Oh yeah. See, I was cool before it was cool.
Yes.
It's all in now. Oh man, a mullet. Okay, so yeah, that has to do with family pictures.
And then-
So perfect. Right into it. So
Okay.
impromptu or even
Okay.
planned does
Impromptu
not
family
matter.
picture.
They're all. It's just whatever it is, but it's like, yeah, and it's just
show?
dreadful, dude. Nobody likes to do it. I don't know why. But then the thing that was brought up was like, what are our kids gonna do for pictures? The thing, it's all digital.
Selfies.
And so I was trying to explain to them, like, well, it's on the cloud. Like, they just bring it off the cloud and then print it out. And it's like, well, where do they get that? How do they get that from there? Like, what happens if, like, we have so many pictures on our phones, right? Like, how many pictures do you have
Oh, yeah.
physically?
Yeah.
Got them on your wall,
None.
right?
Well,
that somebody
like
sent
the
to
ones
you
that are hanging on the wall, maybe.
digitally.
Yeah.
And then what do? Take it down to
Correct.
Walmart, have them give them the digital copy, and then they print it? How does that work? Shutterfly?
You can,
Right, so I know you
no,
can,
they run it through a machine.
right, digital.
You put your little flash
Digital.
drive or your SD card in the machine. Yep, and it
Yeah.
runs.
Or
the
so I
machine
know
just
like
prints
that we've
on the
sent them
paper.
off to Shutterfly and get like the canvas ones done. Yeah. But
Oh,
is
Shutterfly.
that right?
Yeah.
Am I not right? Shutterfly?
Yeah, we've had a few canvas ones done too.
Okay. Yeah,
Sounds
and
right.
so
Yeah, I deliver a lot of
but
those.
so then you have to take it off your phone and send it into there. So they're like, well, yeah, but like as your kids get older, so it's like something happened, nobody get into my phone. There's like thousands and thousands of pictures that you could do. Upload them to Shutterfly.
That's why you're supposed to well, upload yeah, or your laptop file, picture file or something. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I guess you can't get in
I don't
laptop
know.
without a
It was
code
just
either.
conversation.
Yeah. Oh, we used to have boxes
Oh, dude.
in the closet.
I remember. Oh yeah, she was a scrapbooker,
first
bro.
wife.
She
Like,
made
we
me.
had
She made me a
5
kick-ass
boxes.
scrapbook. I still have it.
Scrapbook. Yeah, I don't know if it was a Utah thing or if it was something popular for the era, but yeah, you did all those scrapbooks and cut out the pictures as collages, and yeah, it was basically
Yeah.
preparing you
A
to be
stalker.
a serial killer.
Stalker, serial killer. I don't know. I have that
Ransom
one.
note.
I need to get
Learn
it.
how
so
to
I
do
put
ransom
it,
notes by
hopefully I gotta put it
scrapbooking.
in a safe, dude. because she did a bomb job on that one. But yeah, I think that's the only one I have actually. But then I know Polaroid pictures. So for you guys out there that do not know what a Polaroid picture is, probably a lot of you. This is like it went like from Polaroid pictures first. Like I remember, so you click it. I got like one at a yard sale or something, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So you take the picture, it flashes, and it spits this it looks like a floppy disk, little 4x4 piece of, and it has a little white
piece of card
thing on the bottom, and you got to like shake it or
photo
put it in your armpit or whatever they did to it, and it would develop a picture. And then it came out. Yeah, and then it came out. That was Polaroid. And then I remember just I think I still have pictures. I still have some of those. I know Mom's got a grip of them. I can only imagine. But then I still have a couple here. One of them, I'm like in Richfield. I don't have a shirt on, and I am skinny as a rail. I'm wearing like sweatpants and no shirt, dude. Oh yeah, chiseled. All 127 pounds of me. 6'2", 130 pounds of just pure tendon and muscle. So, and then it went to, I remember getting a camera, what are they, the 35 millimeter? Not the zoomy ones, like
35 millimeter, yeah. You had rolls of film.
And you like, it just took a flash and a picture, and then you had to take the film in. So that was like the last of it right there. Because then that was it. Because then next was digital. So you had SD cards. It was film, and then jumped, and then went to digital SD card.
Yeah.
Right? And then you could get it put on a disc, or you could get it put on a thumb drive. I mean, even now, like, how often do you use a CD, like a DVD, anymore? Like, it's not even DVDs aren't even being used.
Well, I used the DVD the other day, but I put it in my PS4.
But even your PS4, you don't need a game. You download it.
It was just like, well.
Right. It's nuts, dude.
You download it, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it is. It's crazy. You used to find boxes of the 35 millimeter rolls of film. You're like, did we ever develop this? Then they came out with that one that had like a little X on it. So when it did get developed,
so that you knew it was developed
over to an X. So
it showed that. We're not gonna,
so you knew that one was developed.
Nothing.
I mean,
but I remember there was some. I remember as it got older, you took some risque ones. You didn't get them. Yeah, they wouldn't give them back to you.
You couldn't get them developed?
I know, but I didn't have one at the time.
That's what Polaroid's for.
I had that little camera that I got, and I took some risque ones. We're not going to mention names.
You might
not. It
might not be the fact that you're getting it back. It might be the fact that the ladies at the...
I think they like...
Yeah, they kept them.
Yeah, honey dicked me and told me.
Kept them.
They're like, oh, we can't give you those.
They started their own
back.
scrapbook.
I was like, what? They're like, we can't develop those. I'm like, well, then how did you know what it was? But I think, remember, because they looked underneath the, the little thing. So you only imagine he's back in the dark, looking through his little eye one, and there's some risque pictures that I got of certain people. He's probably there just pounding his little pud.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happens.
But they did that with video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I remember not getting them back. Yeah. Because I got them, and I was like,
we had the VHS.
And I started looking through them, and I was like, what? I'm like, I'm missing some of the pictures. And he's like, I don't know. I can't remember if it was a guy or a girl. No, we can't develop those ones. I'm like, what?
And they might.
Dude, they don't know how old 18. I am. What do you write? You don't write your age on the envelope that you're putting in there. Probably when I showed up.
That's true.
Like, no, these are not for you. Go see your bishop, sinner.
But yeah, like we were just. I was talking to somebody the other day. Oh, it was yesterday, because my oldest stepdaughter just got engaged. So she's engaged, and we went to lunch. Thanks. We went to lunch with.
I wasn't saying it to you.
The son-in-law and the.
I didn't say congratulations
I guess.
to you.
Well, to them. Well, why not to me?
For
Thanks.
them.
When kids are getting married. It's great.
It sucks for you. It's going to cost you a ton of money,
for them.
Ton of stress.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, congratulations.
It's been that way. But we went to lunch with his parents yesterday, actually, and we were talking about. They were talking about photographers and videographers and stuff like that. And I asked him, Parker's dad. I said, did you guys record your wedding? And he's like,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
He goes, it's on VHS. And I'm like, I know, right? He goes, I don't even know where the tape's at. I don't even know if we don't even have anything to play it.
Turn that to
like we
digital.
can't even play.
And that's about almost extinct too.
Right. That's getting close, and then it costs you an arm and a leg.
They
just
still
to,
do it in other
to take your
places?
stuff. I know Dad.
Oh, okay.
You can find somebody
Yeah.
to do it. I know Dad does it on his own. He'll take the
Yeah.
camcorder that you used to have to hold up on your shoulder. You know, he still has that thing, still works, and he'll put the tape in there, and he has it hooked up to the laptop, which it just copies it onto the laptop. And
They
I
have
remember him
burners
kicking them
now.
out
That
on
you just
CDs.
put the thing in the player
We
and it
used to
goes
get-
onto a disc. Looks like a giant VCR. Yeah, I think Cooley has one. I gotta
Really?
hit him up. I got some game films. Some game films on high school
Yeah,
when I
those
was
things
throwing
are
footballs
those things
over
are gonna get
mountains.
extinct too.
All right, we gotta go. Let's go. What do we got?
But yeah, I mean, like you
That's
what do
so
we got?
crazy.
What we're talking about
What's a 8
VHS, and then you
millimeter?
had those little 8mm.
Oh, when they
Do you
went
remember
to
the
the
8
smaller
millimeter?
camcorder.
That was the small VHS. They went to smaller looking, and then you had to
into a
take that out and
VHS that
plop
had
it
the opening in the
into
middle.
a VHS
Oh gosh, dude, I remember Dad used to make us rewind them.
adapter just to watch
Remember?
it.
You go, you got to rewind it, and
Yeah.
you got to do it in the
Tell me to
rewinder
watch
because
it.
it slows down.
Yeah,
Because if you did it on the machine, it went too hard on the end,
Right.
and it would stretch the thing, and that's where. For whatever who
It
cares?
stretch
It's
it.
the beginning of the thing where it's all, wow, and it's like the people that made directors. It's like nothing to even do with the movie. It's just this
it
the
says,
introduction.
says Paramount or Orion, whatever.
The
It's like
introduction, but yeah, so we had to put it in it. You got to
Yeah.
put it in that rewinder and
You haven't even
close
got
it
to the
down,
intro yet.
and it rewinds super fast and it slows down before it gets to the end. Oh yeah, good times.
Right.
Oh,
Goes
yeah.
way
so you
slow,
don't
so
get
it
that
doesn't snap it off and-
at the end.
Then you had your CDs, and like you said, now everything is 100% digital, just like your phone. I mean, I don't even own a camcorder.
Dude, because the phone.
I don't even know what a
those
camcorder looks
iPhones,
like now.
The video is better than any camera we ever grew up with.
That's true.
Yeah, and they're tiny.
That's true.
But
It's ridiculous. But yeah, we were talking about how kids don't understand what
they just don't
cassettes
get
or
it. How cool we
rotary
were.
phones or anything
Nobody
like that
knows.
is.
Nobody gets how cool we were.
They have everything. They have everything
Oh,
on their
yeah.
phone. They have
It's
recorders.
so
they have
easy.
camcorders, pictures. They have it
Just
all in
easy.
one handheld device.
In a bag.
We had to have like 15
Yeah,
devices just
in a
to
giant bag.
go on vacation. No, that's what I had thought of when we talked about stuff like
Heck
that
yeah.
too. It was pretty insane. You ever thought about? I was thinking of this the other day. I had stopped at a coffee shop that's on my route. They actually closed on Friday. It was their last day. I was kind of weird. I went in there and asked for some coffee. You know how I like my
Foo-fooed up.
coffee. Freaking
He
cream,
likes
sugar.
it all
Yeah, I like my
cream,
coffee
sugar with a
food
little
up.
bit of coffee.
Because if coffee could taste the way it smells, yeah. If coffee
It
tastes
does.
as good as it smelled, it'd be
Yes, it
fine.
does.
But it doesn't. It's all bitter
crappy
and just
coffee.
it's rough. It doesn't smell good. All my coffee smells good when I open it, when I make it, and then when I drink it, it's like I need a half cup of creamer and 2 tablespoons
So
of
anybody out
caramel,
there
and I'm good to
listening,
go.
hook
In
us
my
up
Yeti
with a
cup.
coffee sponsor. Good coffee.
Ah,
Dick's
man, I
Beans.
don't know.
Shout out
I need some good
Dick's
coffee. 'cause-
Beans. That's a buddy that roasts his
There
own
you go.
coffee that is supposed to be
Yeah.
sending me some. So if you're listening, we're a week behind on that. So let's get that shipped out. Because it's like he's supposed to be sending like a couple pounds.
Yeah,
He's
you were
finally got
telling
it
me
set
he
back
makes
up
it.
since they moved. But I agree
Right.
because there is crap coffee. you know, and so like then when you get into that good stuff, there is a night and day difference of taste, you know, from smell to taste, and it doesn't give you the shits. That's
I
pretty much
basically
it,
want
yep.
caffeinated
Yeah.
hot chocolate. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just caffeinated hot chocolate, so it's sweet and everything. But
Uh-uh.
do you remember the first time you had coffee?
I don't think so. No.
You don't remember the first time you had coffee? Wow. We were in California. I was 10, and I started going to this Catholic church down the road with a buddy from school. I'd ride my bike to his house, and we'd go to Catholic church. And I'd go to church on Sunday. We'd go to, what would it be? Is it not Bible
Probably,
school?
Sure.
Is it
Yeah.
Bible school? Like just like where the kids probably go. Like it wasn't like a whole sacrament type
Sunday
thing. It was
school.
just like you go to Sunday school. There you go. That's what I'm thinking. Sunday school. And then right down the street was Noggles, which is basically a Del Taco. But I don't know if there's still Noggles around, but it's just a store.
Oh boy.
We rode down there and we got coffee one time. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
let's go get some coffee. Thought we were pretty cool, you know. Here we are going to church on our own. We're like grown ups. Let's go get some coffee. Oh my gosh. I didn't drink coffee again until I was 16,
So you thought it'd be a
17
good
years old,
idea
like
to
7
try
years
coffee
later.
at a Mexican taco joint? Well, that's bad.
Well, it's
That's
the
why you had
closest
a
place
bad
we can get one.
experience, dude.
Cream.
It's just
I don't even
half
know
and
if we did
half.
cream and sugar. I just drank
Yeah,
that and thought,
they
why
just
do
put
adults
milk in
drink
it
this?
and
This is
some Splenda.
terrible. Like, woo! This is bitter. It's hot. It's nasty. But yeah, dude, it was a shock of like, you see everybody drinking it. Like, you know, I think Dad drank coffee. It was like, all right, that's cool. Like, never tasted it, never smelled it, never whatever. But I was there. Oh, everybody drinks coffee, you know, and it's dark in color. It's got to be like
Yeah.
hot chocolate. It's dark in color, whatever. I mean, you're 10. I
Oh,
drank
dude,
that, and
this
it
is probably
was
just
it
been
was
sitting
probably
there
the worst
too
thing I've ever
burnt.
drank up to that
Been
point in
sitting
my
there
life.
just cooking. So I love coffee. I
And
have
probably
coffee.
it's like
I try to
going and
have
getting a
coffee every
freaking
morning.
gas
I
station.
do have it. Yeah, mine's
I
not
do
so
too,
much that
with
much.
half a cup of cream, if not more. Lots of cream. Cannon just asked me today if you still had that good coffee shop there in
Oh,
Fallon.
yeah, Stone
I
Cabin.
said the cabin.
Dude.
I was like, oh yeah, he still has
have
it.
it. It's tasty. All right, dude. Well,
Yeah,
we're getting
he was
long in
remembering
the
that.
tooth here. Let's you want to wrap it up? I think no. I mean,
Yeah, if you
we'll
don't have
save some
anything
out.
else.
I got some other stuff that we'll kind of add to and run it out onto episode 12. We'll just keep it rolling.
We gotta get some video so we can splice.
Well, I
in
got a
some more
couple.
video.
I'm gonna drop in. I'll
I think that ice
I
bath.
can put the ice bath. Well, I had
Did we talk about the
what they
ice
call
bath?
the quarter. No, I have
was
a
that on our other
quarterfinals.
was that last week?
And so I did the quarterfinals this weekend, and I feel like I just got ran over by a train. So because I went on.
Yeah, tell people where they can follow your score.
Well, I went on vacation, so I was gone for 11 days. Then decided to come back, and the first day back, do a 8-rep max on a back squat. And that just blew my legs up for like 2 days. And then rehab back, and then had the quarterfinals, I should say. So we started CrossFit Open, and if you do well enough, then you go to the quarterfinals. And so we went to the quarterfinals, which then they released those Friday noon. So then I did 2 workouts. 2 of the workouts they programmed Friday afternoon, and then kind of late, like evening, afternoon, late afternoon. Excuse me. Then I got up and then did the 2 other ones yesterday morning. So Friday night was a bunch of lunging and stuff. So I got home and tried an ice bath. And so I'll drop that in. So those that are listening, I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel. I'll put that in here. So this right here, you'll see where I drop it in here. And I talked during that one, and you'll see kind of how it goes. It was the worst thing ever. So I did that. So I'll splice that and drop that video in right here. Oh, my dear.
A real athlete takes an ice bath afterwards.
Oh, gosh. I wish it was just my feet were sore. So you can see it. And then we'll
Yeah.
you'll kind of get an idea. Yeah, it was wretched. I tried like 3 times, but I only got the one. Toshify did the one. Like 30 seconds.
How
dude.
long were you in there each time?
I'm pretty sure there's like comment
Oh,
and let me
okay.
know. I'm pretty sure there's like a temperature you're supposed to be at, like an ideal temperature. You know, like 40-degree water or whatever. And I just
Yeah.
took a bath and filled it with cold water, cold water, and then put 40 pounds of ice in it, and then got in.
Ice in it.
So it was just as
Right.
cold as it could possibly, like 33 degrees or whatever. So I think it was too cold because then it was like
Right.
painfully cold. Yeah.
And
Last
it was
time
your
I did
first
an ice
time.
bath was when I was in high school.
This is the first
And that
time.
was in like an ice trough that we had that
Right.
was jet, and like it was made to keep it at a temperature, and you got in. This thing was 40 I
Right.
mean, there was ice crunching out from underneath my butt cheeks to where it hurt so bad when I got out. I was just like cringing my teeth and was just like, ah. And Tasha comes and is like, "Are you okay?" And I was just like, "Oh my gosh." Like, and they're quivering. My feet hurt. It was the worst thing ever, dude. It was torture. So I think it seemed to help a little bit, so it was good. But yeah, so that's where we got to on that. I think
Yeah,
you're
you might have
supposed
to find
I'm
a
pretty sure
regulated
that-
temperature.
I'll just put like
to work
20
on that.
pounds.
Or
put me some
eat, or work your way down, or work your
Yeah,
way down
just
to
just shock
start
it.
at like 40 and then
But
go
yeah.
down to 39.
So we did that.
Yes.
So yeah, it was good. I mean, I'm sore. I'm sore. Like it's been a. No, we're done.
And they're doing these
They just had
quarterfinals
you
every
bang
week.
them out. You had race them at noon. And you had 2. You had to get done. Well, 3 to get done by the following 12 o'clock, and then by noon, and then Saturday and then noon
On
today.
Saturday.
So that was it. You just had to hurry up and just smash them all out. So 5.
And did how many workouts in 2
Yeah.
days? 5.
So
Wow.
it was
That's
the
quick.
worst
That's a-
coming back
that's-
from
that's a lot of-
vacation. Didn't
they
help
crammed
at
you.
all. Yeah. Oh yeah. That
6
didn't
hours
get
on
me
the
ready
volleyball
to
court.
do
Yeah.
a max clean or, a mile in shuttle runs. So that was super cool. But yeah,
That's
so we made it.
insane.
We're through it. And now we're on to the next, getting ready for the shout out for the partner throwdown here in Fallon on the 13th, 14th, 15th of this month. They're doing it at the C3 Arena.
Of
That
April?
big arena, the new arena here. They're having a athletes dinner
Yeah.
Friday night, paid for. The city of Fallon's paying for it. Full on athletes dinner, and then that's inside. They're rolling out artificial turf. There's gonna be a rig built up in the center of it. Yeah, I think we got like
Wow.
65, 70
That's gonna be
teams or
sweet.
something like that so far. Bunch of vendors, they're like the package, athletes package is worth like $400 and $500 or something with all the swag. It's crazy. It's
Right.
probably one of the biggest
Right.
events in Northern Nevada for CrossFit. So yeah, so our gym,
That'd be
Sweeney's,
great.
Sean Sweeney's putting
That's
on
the-
for the
that's
CrossFit
the-
Power Stroke. So it's CrossFit. It's the Power Stroke Throwdown. And yeah, it's gonna be legit. I'm not competing in it. I'm gonna do the head
Dude,
judge
that's awesome.
stuff. So I'll run around and help Sweeney and kind of try to keep everybody judging and happy. So try to help out.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'll send some pictures.
That'd be great.
We'll hit it up on the podcast. I would love to try to maybe do I don't know if I could do like a live thing, but I think I'm going to do some videoing and stuff that I can splice it in here on this one, just so everybody gets kind of an idea and stuff. But
For sure.
cool. All right, then let's. It was great. All right, here we go. So we'll sign off and we'll get some material for the next one. Sorry to keep everybody waiting on some of this stuff, but I think we're kind of going to get a little better rhythm in between stuff that we have going on. Try to do some different stuff, but it's hard. I mean, we do what we can. Hope everybody enjoyed it. We enjoyed doing it. We enjoy having you listen. Just keep sharing. Yeah, keep sharing.
Episode
keep sending it
1-1.
out to everybody, and we'll keep making them. All right, bro. Peace.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.